Rick and Morty are cruising through deep space when they come across a mysterious ship, seemingly abandoned, drifting among asteroid debris. Its power signature is low, but Rick picks up on something unusual: cryogenic life signs. Intrigued by the potential for valuables, he docks without hesitation. Morty's already on edge, but Rick's eyes are locked on the hypercore vault at the center of the ship. Inside, rows of alien passengers are sealed in cryopods, sleeping silently through what appears to be a luxury long-haul voyage. Rick, of course, sees an opportunity, not to rescue anyone, but to rip off whatever they're hiding. He sketches out a quick and reckless plan to break into the vault using explosives. Morty warns him to be careful, but Rick brushes him off. Within seconds, Morty fumbles with the detonator and triggers it prematurely, blowing open the side of the vault, and, unfortunately, the door to chaos. The blast wakes up several passengers and triggers emergency protocols. Sirens blare. Red lights flicker. Thinking fast, Rick finds 2 sets of personal cryo gear and decides they'll disguise themselves as passengers to blend in. He hacks the ship's cryo registration system and slots them into roles. Rick as Jimmy, a long-lost child of a wealthy alien couple, and Morty as Guffy, a janitor-class citizen from the underdeck. They're discovered almost immediately, but to Rick's surprise, his assigned parents, a pink-skinned, high-society couple named Doug and Karen, welcome him with tears in their eyes. Meanwhile, Morty is scooped up by grungy, underfed aliens known as the Makeys. They work the bowels of the ship and are constantly oppressed by the more glamorous Takeys. Rick is quickly absorbed into a life of pampered leisure. Doug and Karen schedule a ceremonial rite of passage to celebrate Jimmy's miraculous return. Rick plays along, half out of self-interest, half out of unexpected emotional warmth. For a brief moment, he enjoys feeling needed. Morty's experience is drastically different. The Makeys are downtrodden and glitchy from malfunctioning compliance chips. When he speaks freely, they assume he's some kind of chosen one, a liberator immune to the system. They elect him as their revolutionary leader without his consent. Morty tries to backpedal, but the more he resists, the more legendary he becomes. Morty forces Doug and Karen to grant him access to the family vault, hoping to finally score the loot he and Rick came for. But when the doors open, the vault is empty. Just before they are about to exit, the Takeys and Makeys have discovered that the vault is empty. All their money is gone, and Jimmy and Guffy aren't who they say they are. As both classes converge in the main chamber, Rick plays back footage showing the real Jimmy and Guffy, con artists who use their cryo credentials to rob the ship and flee. The recording ends with coordinates leading to a casino moon. Panic breaks out across the ship. Every alien on board launches toward the casino in a frenzy to recover the treasure. Rick and Morty, now aboard a stolen pod, join the race. As the chase intensifies, Rick traces the con artists to a table on the casino floor. Having seen the news on TV, Jimmy and Guffy grab their earnings from the casino and take off in a stolen ship. All of the townspeople are in hot pursuit of Jimmy and Guffy. Rick and Morty crash land onto their ship. In a chaotic standoff, Guffy grabs a shotgun and pointed at Morty, but Morty smashes the button to the hatch, sending the loot and Guffy flying into space. The stolen treasure is lost forever. Orbiting above the moon, the bickering between the Takeys and Makeys explodes into all-out war. Rick, exhausted by the nonsense, implants fresh compliance chips into everyone, overriding their desires and installing a new purpose: peaceful colonization. The aliens fall into order, forming 2 lines and filing obediently onto their cryopods bound for a distant planet. Before they leave, Doug and Karen thank Rick for being a better son than they ever expected, their eyes glistening with gratitude, then step into cryo once more. Rick watches them go, silent, unmoved on the surface, but his hand tightens briefly around a family portrait he stole from their quarters.